Guys, deluded, YouTube's N'Golo Kante, I'm back again. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for tuning back in. Not a long thing, not a long one. Jack Wilshere, everybody's been crap at our side, but for me personally, there's a couple players that have been a bit better than others. Not that anybody's been good. Jack Wilshere's been one of them. We know at times when he's played poor, fans will, because he's one of our own, he gets away with a lot. Not to make it about Ramsey and him, because I hate the whole fanboy thing, but if Wilshere had the amount of goals Ramsey has, man would be making more of a scene. And I actually think Ramsey's been in decent form as well. And I say that lightly. Please don't get hung up on that. But back to Jack Wilshere, 26 years of age. He's had these injury problems. We don't need to go over that. His contract's up in 2018. His injuries and staying fit was a big thing in pre-season, was a big theme into getting a new deal and earning a new deal. Wenger hinted that much several times about staying fit and things like that. And arguably, if he didn't stay fit, it would have been best to just cut ties. Now, he's proven his fitness somewhat. After an initial slow burner, it took him, if we remember earlier in the season, it took him a while to really get integrated into the side. He weren't really involved in Premier League fixtures. And when he was, it was a couple minutes, like it was 10 minutes against City. I'm sure he got 10 minutes against Everton where he got an assist, couple minutes here and there. Initially, he didn't even start in the Europa League, and then he became his thing, the cup things. And then he got into the side. I believe he started against West Ham United away, and since then he was a fixture in the side until he got injured. Or was it an injury or a red card? It was one of the two. He got a suspension. I'm pretty sure it was one of them games, and he came out of the side. But in short, he's made around 29 appearances this year, and he's completed 90 minutes or so, 10 or more or less times. So for a man that's been speaking about fitness, about being able to continuously play twice, even sometimes he's been playing twice in a week and playing 90 minutes, and will his ankle hold up? And after every game he was playing initially, that's what man are asking him, and man are still asking him that. He's somewhat proven it. Now, Bournemouth, I didn't want him to go out on loan, but on the surface of things, until he got injured and against Spurs, he had in terms of fitness, he was fully fit, so he should have every bit of confidence going into next season, because he's been fit for last season more or less, and he's been fit for more or less this season. He's missed a couple weeks. I mean, he's got an ankle injury. He didn't play against City, and I'm so sure he's missed a couple weeks before as well, and he did have injury problems initially, but for the large part he's been around. He's only missed of being available, fully fit and available, 2-3 games. Like Jack Wilshere, that's amazing. He's playing smarter as well. I really hate when we play him left wing as well, but I mean, well, you know what I mean by left wing. Like you saw, who did we play? City at Wembley. It didn't work, him tracking Walker. But then again, he played well in the Europa League. When what game was it? It was one of the first games where Theo scored and Wilshere played a blinder. But in short, like, big changes need to happen in the season. I mean, next season. There's several players that are actually decent that could go if they're not going to sign new deals. Mr. Aaron Ramsey. There's several players that need to go that don't want to be here or that are not good enough. We need to do several things. We need to tie down Jack Wilshere. We need a central midfielder, especially if we're not going to bring one in. Sign him. 26 years of age, similar to Ox last year. The minute they're still showing some bit of promise, to let him walk out the door would be amazing. And it would baffle me. Like, but it's Arsenal, innit? He's showing his fitness. For me, his fitness, like, if he proves his fitness, there's not a team, and I'm getting gassed. I mean, of course, I love Jack, so I'm going to get excited, but there's not a team in the top 6, definitely, that he can't make a positive contribution for. Pep's backtracked and gone away from this. There's 100 Jack Wilsheres too, he would have him. My United fan friends, as much as he won't stay fit, they'll take him based on the fact that no one can pass the ball forward at United. That's them words, not mine. Shout out to Paul Pogba. I think he'd be a good fit at Liverpool, to be honest, if he wasn't an Arsenal fan, because Liverpool have passionate fans. I think the Anfield, the crowd, all that stuff will be right up his street. And Spurs would hate him, but he's better than Winks, and you lot gas up Winks. So Winks is my guy, but yeah. But either way, man need to give him a contract. This is the sort of laxed attitude as to why Reece Nelson that one day is probably going to walk through the door for peanuts. Have we even agreed a new deal for Maitland-Niles? Like, it's time that this club come out and just. I don't, whether he's staying or not, tell us what you're saying on Wenger. Tell us about Jack Wilshere. Like, we're seeing different rumours. We're seeing he wants to stay and it's a case of dotting the I's and crossing the T's. We're seeing that he's going to leave. He's seeing that Juventus and all these other teams are interested in him. So we'll see as it goes. And like I said, I don't know the point of this vid, but I just thought, considering he's been one of our better players, not that anybody's been anything to write home about, how his contract hasn't been decided. So we face the prospect of him leaving because his contract's up in May or June or whenever it technically runs out. Welbeck, his contract's up 2019. You need to sell that if you're not going to sign a new deal or you don't want to renew his. Ramsey, the same logic. And there's a couple others. But guys, Deluded Guna, YouTube's N'Golo Kante. Get in the comments, subscribe and do the rest. I'm out.